Hello and welcome to this video where I will show you my best remedies on how to live a better life after the consequences of ACEs. And I have a list here because it's really important that I follow everything structural in a chronological order. Because that's one of the traits after these ACEs, that you're quite perfectionist and everything has to be done after the rules. And then if one thing fucks up, you're like, oh my God, no. And today I also want to show you that you can start without being a perfectionist. You can start. I mean, I just start now. Everything fucked up with my with thing to my video here, so I just ended up putting the light behind, and then if all these accessories for filming because I just need to start. So I will show you that you can start even if you're not ready, because that is where you have to start. In everything you do in life, you have to start before you're ready. And my name is Anna, and I'm here to teach you everything I know about getting a better life after realizing you have lived in survival mode. But thing number one is you have to eliminate all limits to growth. And that's why I'm sitting here in my closet room today, because I have too much clothing. And what happened is that my grandma in Italy died, and I got a lot of clothing sent back to me, but I only used that kind of clothing in Italy. In Denmark, I'm from Denmark. In Denmark, this clothing's right here. You can see from the purple until the celeste, the blue thing here. It's it's too much. I don't use it because it's too cold here, and I don't go out in the same way as in Denmark as I do in Italy. And when I had this clothing, I was not a mom. And 9 years ago, I became a mom, 8.5 years ago, and life changed. So not only do I show you a lot of healing remedies, but I'm here for you during tough transformation. That's what I'm expert in tough transformations. And even if it doesn't look like that, maybe you can see it. If you are like a trauma survivor yourself, you can maybe feel it in me. If you're not a trauma survivor, maybe we don't even relate. Maybe you cannot even relate to me, because the thing I've been through, if you have not been through them, you don't know what I'm talking about. But eliminating all limits to grow. One of them is having too much things. So what I did is I have created an account on Teaser or Ties or what it's called, in order to eliminate some of my things to grow. Then I have also packed some bags that I just put to the charity shops. We have a big discussion in Denmark right now about the charity shops. So I will actually send it to a girl who gives these things away for free for family who actually needs them. But these things are they have a little more value. And 10 years ago, I would have been in so much trauma in my head that I would not be able to decide and feel that it was fair that I kept this in order to make money for myself, and I gave the rest away. Now I healed so much that it is actually fair. I feel entitled to sell this and to give away the rest. The rest is children's clothing and boots and sandals for kids. So there's no reason for me to sell that on the internet, because it goes so slowly here in Denmark. Actually, maybe in your country it's another thing. So, but also eliminating these thoughts that you have that doesn't work. So eliminating all limits to grow is not only about your clothing or your things. It's also your actions and your thoughts, and maybe also what you do not do and what you do not think. Because what you're thinking is what you're creating. What you're saying is what you're creating. So from now on, when you look at yourself, then look at, what kind of words do I speak? What do I listen to? Is it good for me? Because if it's not good for you, you cannot bring it to your healing journey. And that also embraces inner circle people, old friends, family members. You have to eliminate them. Not like eliminate them like you have to do an action, but you have to cut that kind of energy that pours you down. You have to cut it away in order to heal faster. I am sure it would have taken me much less time than 9 years to get through these kind of feelings that I realized I had when my son was born. Because when my son was born, I saw how they treated him, and I saw how they have treated me. And with all the knowledge, I'm 49 years old, so with all the, and I have a master's degree in communication and so many things. So with all the knowledge I have now, I couldn't continue in this kind of dynamic, because that dynamic was a limit to growth. So me and my son would never be able to grow because we kept staying in dynamics that poured us down. So another remedy that has been really good is creating systems. How do I want to wake up in the morning? How much time do I need to get out of the door? Now my son is back in homeschool. How do we organize that? Because then everything is in system and you don't have to question yourself every day. You know what you have to do. And make sure that you don't push yourself too much. You do what is like, this is what I need to do to survive and feel better. Because if you only look at surviving, you don't feel better. So for me, other than the creating systems, I also found my personal like healing remedies, like gemstones and oils, and I have my favorite jewelry, and then I had some mini paintings of the reminder of me and my mind. But all these kind of things together made it so much easier for me to keep focus on what I was actually doing and why I was eliminating some kind of dynamics, and what could I do instead? Because you cannot just eliminate, you need to replace it. So every time I felt sad and I couldn't call somebody that I was used to call, then I used the oils, or I like wrapped, how do you say that in English? I touched the stone, like I caressed it. And then of course you can have mantras, you can draw, you have so many possibilities. You just have to make your own personal healing remedies. And then also make a plan. What to do, why and when, and what not to do, why and when. Because then when you have these kind of things together, it's so much easier to heal. I can see that my phone is only having 8 minutes on that's typical mommy issue, because I have my phone full of photos of my son and the plants and the cats, of course. But these are like the four main steps for making your life more beautiful and easy to live in a tough transformation. So if you like this, let me know in some way or another. You are always welcome to ask questions here in the comments, and I will get back to you. Have a lovely evening, because this is Sunday evening, and love yourself more.